Hey everybody, RockPaperMario here, and welcome to another contribution to Winter's Elementary. I was wondering when I was going to jump in there, because I was like, oh my god, all this like dramatic crap is going on. It's like usually these Winter's Elementary videos start off like all chill and like, oh well, here's a game that I like to play and we're all going to relax, and I'm the magical man from Happy Land in a gumdrop house on Lollipop Lane. And here I am like and starting this video with crashes and burns and everything, and I don't even know where to start. But anyway, here we are, Pikmin 2 very obviously, and we're in the Valley of Repose as the game announced for us, and the rocket ship is talking to us like, that was close, I have averted a crash landing, running diagnostics. I always imagine the rocket ship as being Squidward. I have no idea why, but ever since the very first time I played this game, I imagined that the rocket ship was Squidward because it's just so perfect. The rocket ship is just such a bitch. It's like, Louis is missing. He must have somehow fallen out of his cockpit. He is not responding via his communicator. He is either floating protocol or in danger. It's like he just assumes Louis is just incompetent. Olimar, you must find Louis before he freezes to death in the cold of this planet. Wait a moment, look. He's not even excited. At least we won't be alone because, well no, jeez. Rocket ship, this isn't the time to be talking. We've got to save these Pikmin here. You must help them, quickly. Press B to call them with your whistle. Or with your clarinet. I love playing the bassinet. Jeez, well, a dramatic start to Winter's Elementary video, that's for sure. But it's okay, we're after rounding up a posse now to take out this jerk. The Pikmin ran to your side, they seem to remember you. Aha, Captain Olimar, how fascinating. Why couldn't you be that other imitation Squidward? Why'd you have to be like the boring one? Why can't you be all like, I'm Squidward, I'm a rocket ship, I'm Squidward, Squidward, Squidward. Anyway, now that I have like a moment's peace here, well no, actually I'm not going to get a moment's peace because the rocket ship is going to interrupt me every single second. I have just re-established my communications link with Louis. It is fortunate we have managed to confirm his safety. Aha, press Y to communicate. Yeah, basically, what I wanted to do, and here I have the actual time to talk here because those Pikmin aren't even going to be able to do anything. How do you turn around again? Oh, it's just L. Oh, that's it, it's like Banjo-Kazooie mode. Oh my god, I love that. Anyway, first of all, the rocket ship is distracting me, and then I'm distracting myself. Basically, I wanted to do a Winter's Elementary video that was in the Valley of Repose here in Pikmin 2, and I was trying to figure out what I would do. I wasn't really sure whether I'd like show. What I was thinking of doing is maybe even showing off the, what is it called, the subterranean complex or whatever, because that is all the Christmas decoration treasures, but that was just too awkward to plan. So I decided this is like one of the games that I remember having the most iconic wintry opening sequences and tutorials. So let's go ahead and show that off, and without further ado, let's show off this game's most striking feature, and that's the fact that you're able to switch between Louis and Olimar here, or Olimar and Louis, or Siegfried and Roy. Oh my god, that just reminded me of that song I made in Wind Waker. Oh my god. There's this episode of Wind Waker called Makar and Link, and that of my LP or whatever. And like I did like this whole song that was like a parody of the Keenan and Kel song, but it was like Makar and Link instead of Keenan and Kel, because I always imagined like Makar and Link like hanging out and like having fun or whatever, and they seem to have like, I don't know, they just seem like they'd be like good buddies or whatever. I'm not even going bothering paying the ship the time of day here because he's after interrupting me one time too many when I'm trying to do my intro sequence. But yeah, oh my, and one of the lines was something like Ninten and Lloyd and Olimar and Louis something and something Banjo and Kazooie or something like that. Joe the Parrot in like in the Pikmin song, in the Keenan and Kel song, that's like Siegfried and Roy or Abbott and Costello, Magic and Kareem or Penn and Teller, and like I did that, and it was like, that's what it was. It was like Nintel and Lloyd or Olimar and Louie. So, and then I can't remember what the next one was. It must have been some other epic gaming duo. Which I don't know if you'd class Ninten and Lloyd as an epic gaming duo, but then, like, to be honest, like, Lloyd is like the first... God, what is up with his eyes? Lloyd is like the first character, like, friend you meet in that game, so I guess they'd spend the most time together or something. Louis is like somewhat of an incongruous character. Like, I love the character of Louis because, like, I don't know, he's just so interesting. Like, throughout the whole of Pikmin 2, it's like, oh, Louis the goofball, and Louis the incompetent one, and Louis stupid, and Louis dumb, or whatever, and Louis a liability. And then, like, when, like, I don't know, it's just something I love about the way Pikmin 2 is paced and set up. The way it has, like, it really is a game of two halves, because, like, when you set out on the game, it's like, oh, well, you have to find the treasures, and you have to make this amount of money to be able to... I know. This ain't my first rodeo, Squidward. Yeah, it is strikingly accurate. My sensors have detected drool in the corner of your mouth. Are you alright? But yeah, like... the first half of the game, it's pretty much just, oh, we have to find enough money to repair the ship and get back, or not to repair the ship, we have to find enough money to save the company and get back to planet Hokotate or whatever. Get back to planet Hokotate. And then, in the second half of the game, it turns into this strange kind of like, okay, well, we have to rescue Louis. And then, it turns into this strange kind of, okay, is Louis really all that he seems to be? Do you know, that kind of way. It's so strange, and like, I love just how the game just doesn't kind of lay all the cards out in front of you. I think that's one of the best things about Pikmin as a series in general. Well, I suppose Pikmin 3 kind of went away from that a tiny little bit, because there was more like interaction and text and whatever. But like in Pikmin 2, like, Pikmin 1 is pretty much like, like, I love the atmosphere of Pikmin 1 just because of the fact that, okay, you're alone on an alien planet, and it's like, it's like, Olimar is really up against it, and he just needs to find his way back home or he'll die. And then in this game, I just love, like, as I say, the way the game just even develops. And the way the game doesn't just kind of like lay all the cards out on the table in front of you, it kind of, without kind of any text or anything like that, or any kind of storytelling, you just get this strange underlying narrative. I just really love the way that it's done. I think it's something that, like, I think Pikmin and Pikmin 2 are just a really good example of how, well, a game doesn't really necessarily need to be crazy story driven to have an effective narrative. So that kind of way you can have narrative without telling a story, kind of like what I was talking about in Pokemon Blue with the Silph as well. Like, you kind of just piece together bits and pieces of what's going on there through the game design and through, like, the way the game the dungeon is set up. And I think that's just such, like if you can manage to achieve that in such a subtle way, that really is, like, I don't think it's being I don't think it's exaggerating to say that that's like a triumph of like gaming storytelling or whatever. Do I want to go down there? I think I do. What even is down here? Oh, this is where I landed. Look, you can see, like, there's a Louis. Can't I like zoom out up here? You can see there's like a Louis-shaped hole. There it is. But yeah, I don't know. Pikmin 2 was one of those games I really would love to LP at some time, because, like, I had such a great time LPing the first game. Oh my god, here's a battery. Where's the bunny? Great, now the bunnies are on fire. I'm gonna have to listen to that Make Aren't Link video, like, after I record this, because that's gonna drive me nuts. What was like the other like gaming duo that I thought of? Like that really is like driving me insane. You must regroup with Olimar first. Can you see him? Oh my god, cool. Press L to move the camera behind you, and then that's it. I knew there was like some way that you could put it like right above you. Yeah, I can see him. Hey there, buddy. Can you see me? Can Olimar see Louis? Just, I can see where he is. I can't like see him per se, can I? I can see him. There he is. Okay. But yeah, like as I was saying, just like I really like. Well, no, I was finished saying that. I was talking about that Maker and Link video again. I'm gonna have to like watch that because like that's gonna drive me insane trying to figure out or trying to remember what even was the third gaming duo. Like the other ones are so obvious. Like, well, no, not Nintendo and Lloyd, but Olimar and Louie, Banjo and Kazooie. It's like that's such like an obvious pairing. Okay, here's where the teamwork comes in, boys. Come on, Olimar. Time for you and your posse to get to work. There we go. We did it! Yay! But yeah, I'm tempted to say like Sonic and Tails, but I know damn well that that's not what it was. It was like some other, like, not somewhat obscure, but less obvious one. It wasn't even Mario and Luigi or anything. Captain Olimar, Louie, you are reunited at last. This has been a troublesome start to our trip. There's a man-eating clam in the backyard. But now you must feel assured that your combined wits can get you through anything, correct? From now on, use B to form a single group, X to take solo action, Y to change leaders. Okay. Well, I want to see what's going on over here. Get them to carry that back. Well, no. First of all, I'll get rid of this stupid thing. If I can even throw them up on the back. 35? Where am I going to get that many Pikmin? Jeez. Well, maybe if I carry this doofus back. Oh, I have such like fun, like, as I say, this game has such like a cool like wintry opening sequence. Like the Valley of Repose is just such like it seems so small right at the beginning, but this game like this stage Valley of Repose opens up into such a huge area. And that's why one of like the things I was considering doing was like just kind of having a bit of a wander around, make some Pikmin, kill some things, and then maybe go and do a few floors of the subterranean complex. I think that's the one I'm thinking of anyway. It's the one with the other Empress Bull Blacks in it or whatever. Where like all the treasures are Christmas decorations and stuff, and I thought that'd be pretty sharp. This racing stripe is pretty sharp. Look at him, he's in a competition for children. Yeah, and Homer beat their brains out. But, I don't know. As I say, that was like too complicated to set up, and if you go back in there a second time into the cave, because I've already beaten it on my file, so like all the treasures are gone, so it's not even, you can't even like have that effect of, oh look, all the treasures are Christmas decoration. So then I figured, as I say, like the opening sequence of this game for me is just such an iconic it's such an iconic gaming opening anyway for me, because I love this game and I love the way it opens up. And I just think like Pikmin as a series do tutorials extremely well anyway, like in a really non-intrusive but really clear, concise way. We have just learned in 15 minutes, even less than that, like 10 minutes, like everything you need to know to play the game pretty much. Like all of the basic skills and everything. And it's just like learning by doing the whole way. I love the way it does that, and like that's one of the things I just adore about the Pikmin series anyway, is it's just like, especially in Pikmin 2, Like in Pikmin 2, it's alright to make mistakes. You can make mistakes and get massacred, and then you learn something. You learn not to do it that way again, and you learn the best way to strategize or whatever. Pikmin 1, not so much. You have that time pressure, but like Pikmin 2, you can allow yourself to make mistakes and learn from them, and I love that. And I just think like Pikmin 2 as a game anyway is just one of the crowning achievements of game creation on the Nintendo GameCube. I just think it really, really is up there. There is, like, it's one of the very few games I would say there is nothing I would change about it. There's absolutely nothing I would change about Pikmin 2. Just the whole charm of it, the fact that, like, you have all these recognizable, like, household objects, and the ship gives them, like, really interesting names, which clearly shows they have no clue what these things actually are. It's just so funny. I love it, but I don't know, just everything about this game is just utter adoration for me. Our first day of exploration has yielded our first treasure. We will be done in record time. Well, that's good. Looks like you can get back home and play the clarinet. Oh, how I love playing the clarinet. I practice and practice and never get any better. I'm pretty sure I've said this before, but I still find it, sometimes I realize and remember that the voice that I describe as Squidward's voice isn't actually even Squidward's voice. It's like SpongeBob SquarePants doing an impression of Squidward's voice. It's like, which is just so dumb. Like, it's like, oh, this character is going to have Squidward's voice. Well, no, it's not. It's just you doing an impression of someone else doing an impression of that voice. Yeah, and we're not going to return to the surface until morning, so as to avoid the indigenous nocturnal creatures, the nocturnal animals. So yeah, time to round up those Pikmin. And I guess at that, like, I can't see, like, a more fitting way to end this Winter's Elementary video, so yeah. Thank you very much for sharing this beautiful favourite game of mine with me. I hope you enjoyed this contribution to Winter's Elementary. Winter's Elementary is running until the 3rd of February, so get your skates on and get contributing. It is a whole lot of fun. Yeah, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.